Oh, Tony D back. It's in the mega shop looking at different stuff I had put labels on. And I have another short box shuffle to go through for you guys. It was like a reorg. That's reorganized, dummy. And these are all number ones. There may be a hit and miss in here. Who knows? But man, I was having fun with the other ones I did. So I'll just keep going. Number one, Fantastic Four Reckoning War. Don't remember much about this one. However, every now and then, your boy will get into some Fantastic Four. And, you know, we got Jack of Hearts, interesting character. She-Hulk. Oh, no, I may have to read that one again. That was in 2022, fairly recent. Let's keep going. Doctor Strange, Nexus of Nightmares. I believe I bought it just for the cover. I love Nightmare as a villain because tough to beat. However, some of these books you see, it's me just buying it just because it's number one. Like total speculating. And I still do that actually. If there's a number one of something and I'm kind of just, man, you know, like whatever, man, like I'll just get a number one just to satisfy that little speculating bug in me. But you never know, man. I may, and also I may like it and keep going with it. So it works out. Typhoid Fever, X-Men. This was actually pretty good. Yeah, a intriguing mix with the Daredevil villain and the X-Men. Totally liked it. Typhoid Mary being telekinetic, it blended in pretty good. Infinity, part 1 of 6. I do believe I'm not real big on the galactic stuff. Thanos is Thanos, but you know, I'll see something like that. And also check out the artwork. Pretty fantastic. Also Hickman. It's trippy to go back through some of these older books and seeing the writers and the artists and then kind of reflecting on what they're doing now. It's pretty cool. Avengers Thunderbolts. I believe I got this just on a whim. Probably hoping to see some fighting. And I'm not sure if that happened. And I've talked about that in some other videos. If you don't remember what happened in the book, was it really that good? Yeah, we do what we can do. The Heroic Age. Siege Aftermath. Avengers Prime. This is another one. Bendis, good writer. Don't really remember, but I have the number one. Oh, I totally love stuff like this. Definitely know why I bought this. Totally into the old school heroes like the Invaders, and mixing it with the more modern group is, I really love stuff like that. And of course you have Human Torch and Jim Hammond. Which one is which? But totally love the android Jim Hammond as being a Human Torch type of hero. It's pretty cool. Defenders number one. Oh, this is totally me. Like I talked about earlier, I'm buying it strictly because it is a number one. This one, like I said, I'm just not remembering what it's about. So it wasn't that good, was it? 52, week 1. It starts here. This was a pretty decent ride. I remember every week going to the comic shop when it was New Comic Day, Dragonfire Comics. If you're in Oklahoma, you might remember that. They shut their doors. That sucks, but a lot of good memories, especially this. And I really dug this series. There's a few keys in it, but went ahead and put the number one in the one box. The Joker, number 5. So, disclaimer, you will see some books that don't fit the category that I'm presenting. And what's cool for me showing you guys this is I get to put them in their rightful home. So it's all good. Here's another one. Facsimile, Crisis on Infinite Earths, The Flash. Glad I found this because I have multiple copies of that. And it was man, I'll give you a little story time real briefly, but when that happened, I was like in shock. Like my jaw dropped because I was such a mark for the Flash. And parents were going through a divorce at the time. Look, I got 2. There you go. Parents were going through a divorce. It's just one of those things, man. It's life. And I really would find comfort in whatever comic books I could get at the time. And it happened to be The Flash. So created a connection. And I talk about those sometimes, that comics can create fantastic connections in our life. And that's, moving forward with some videos, that's why you'll see me buying The Flash even when it sucks. It's just, there's a connection there and it'll always be there, but that's cool. Dark Multiverse, Flashpoint. I believe this was pretty modern, like 24 maybe. Yeah, but this was a good one. I really enjoyed this one with the Reverse Flash. You have Batman in there, delves into the whole Flashpoint stuff. So, I don't know. If you can get a hold of one of those, I would definitely get it. It's totally worth the read. Oh, wow. Brings back memories. Dark Multiverse. It's another one. I believe, yeah, I got on a run with that. Tynion. This is really tripping me out because I'm really in the Tynion right now with World Tree. Great writer. And I had no idea that I'm finding a lot of books where he does the writing duties. So it's cool. Going back like this is really cool for me. But this one, yeah, this is a good one too. It gets pretty dark for, I can't remember who it is that takes the mantle, but it is dark. And you know the title, The Dark Multiverse. Totally love it. Oh, wow. I'll have to bust this open and give it a reread. I forgot I had it. Archie versus Predator 2. I mean, I know it's just like a showing of the covers, but your boy is interested. Let's check it out. Like Archie versus Predator, like the whole, just the idea of a wholesome character like Archie mixing in with like Predator. So this is 2. So yeah. Man, I'll give y'all a little bit of the deeds. Also, the Archie Afterlife was fantastic. I don't know. I was hoping to see something shocking. It didn't quite work out. Yeah, Predator. Predator's a big thing right now with the Spider-Man versus Predator. Great ride. Totally recommend that. And the Predator is going to kill the Marvel Universe. Don't know how, but that's what they say. Totally love those books. So, man, let's keep pushing on. We have, this is not a number 1, so, but that's all right. Glad I found this. Meet the New Recruits. This is, I don't know if this is the first appearance of the Gold Lantern. I don't think it is, but what I really like about this is not the Gold Lantern, but Monster Boy. Totally cool power. Turns into various monsters. What you gonna do? Ragman. I really like Ragman as a character. The whole premise of a suit that you have all the abilities or powers of whoever, has become a part of that suit. That's a pretty fantastic idea. I totally dig it. I really wish Ragman would get a little more love and development, but what can you do, man? I like what I have. Sideways. I was talking about this the other day about how I would rather see original characters developed than just race swapping or gender swapping or just creating a million of something. A million, I'm exaggerating, but I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, man, I love originality, and I did really like this comic. The artwork in here is fantastic. Check it out. It fizzled. When I say fizzled, the story didn't fizzle, but it just went away. Like, the character's still in canon, but they're not doing anything. So we press on. Dark Days, The Forge. I believe there's Tiny in again. That's crazy. I believe didn't have a whole lot of financial, or I didn't have the money, man. So this was an era where your boy had to make sacrifices. And when I have to sacrifice buying comics, it's pretty serious. But yeah, we were talking about this today too. Secret Empire, Brave New World. Totally dug this series. The Secret Empire I enjoyed it. I highly recommend that. Just with the story was fantastic. Like making Captain America a part of Hydra. I'll just leave it at that. Marvel Zombies. I'll tell you what, man, I'm burnt out on Marvel Zombies. I quit buying the new stuff that's coming out. I am a sucker for zombie covers, but I don't know, man. How much can they do with this? What I do have, I do love. See, that's like, why not keep buying it, Tony? It's like, well, it's a money thing, and I do remember I can't remember the last. It may have been 4. It really started losing the pow that it had in it. It's like over time, it was just, the curve was going down for me. But I believe Headpool was created out of that, maybe 3 or 4. I can't remember, man, but yeah, give me some of that comment action. But yeah, Headpool, 80-page giant, 1,000. Not in its home, but that's okay. That's why I'm doing this. Love it. Yeah, 1,000. I can't just gloss over that. What a landmark. And I do remember being disappointed at this. I wanted something a little more for like 1,000, of Action Comics, but I think that a lot of our giant books, our one-shots, are losing their quality. It may just be me too, but I feel like, gosh, I know the 70s and 80s were like a fantastic time for those one-shots, but I don't think it's because, I don't know, that's like my era, but it just seems like they've lost some quality. But you know what? If you got one, let me know. I'll check it out. Avengers Next, 1 of 5. I believe this is one that I just bought because it was a 1. I don't think I finished it, and I can't tell you what happened. We press on. Micronauts. Oh, totally have a soft spot for the Micronauts. That's totally why I jumped in on this. Was the first series in Marvel was really fantastic. And I remember I had all the toys. Like, the toys were an imagination playground. Just, I think any kid would love that. But you know, it was bad. That was when the toys that would shoot little plastic parts, people were choking on them. And I remember having those, and I remember setting them up and actually shooting them down. But IDW, I guess I'm not sure who has rides for the Micronauts now, though. But this was a good ride, decent ride. Totally recommend it if you're into the Micronauts. Future State. I remember when the Future State was coming out. I believe this is a variant cover. Yes, it's a variant cover. I thought it was a cool cover. It's just so brutal how he is emaciated. That's why I got that, but it's a number 1. Secret Empire 1, Omega. Yeah, I totally love this series. I may have to reread it. It's good stuff. Boom, Incoming. I can't remember where this thing led to. Did this actually bear any fruit? I don't know. I'm going to have to... I don't remember, but I don't remember it sucking. I may have to get into that and see where it went. See, that's the cool thing about going through your old, not really old, but going through your books. It rekindles a fire. And it's cool. DC Universe Rebirth. Oh, shout out to Daz, the comic key collector. I just watched a video with him and he had this in it. But yeah, so that means it's a key of some sort, or he wouldn't show it. Or he would, Cool dude, man. Go sub that guy. But yeah, DC, that whole Rebirth era was pretty cool. I really got into it. Secret Wars 1 of 8. Totally love this cover. I see this cover all the time in advertisements in comic books, but yeah, Secret Wars, Crisis, anything like that, I get on those. It's name recognition. Taskmaster, number 1. I do like some Taskmaster. He's up there on my villains list. Not sure where, though. I know for Marvel, Bullseye is number 1. I'd say top 5. What do you guys think, man? Put in your top 5 in the comment section. And let's see where everybody else falls on that. That's an interesting topic. Usually it's just who's your favorite hero? Who's your favorite villain? Squadron Supreme. This is... Totally love the Squadron Supreme, especially when it first came out. So I would get on it. This may be, I don't know, it may be like I want to say it's like some kind of reprint, maybe. No, I'll have to crack it open. The Mastro. So this really, I wouldn't really say this is a number 1. This is like a reprint, actually. But this was a few years ago when I did this, and if it had a 1 on it, it would automatically go in the bin. And I think also I was in a hurry, man. I was rebagging and boarding about 5,000 comics, and it was like, it was wearing me slick. And I would just like, boom, boom, categorize it real fast. So Rebirth, Suicide Squad. Love some Suicide Squad. Yeah, it was good. Totally dug it. Rebirth Cyborg. Not a huge Cyborg fan, but yeah, like I said, this is one I believe I bought it just with the resurgence of all the number 1s. Okay, this is interesting. This is Justice League of America Second Coming. I don't believe this is... It almost feels like some trade paperbacks made it into this box. Like with Squadron Supreme. Yeah, this is like, that's like a trade. Let's check it out. Oh man, Ed Beans. Yeah, that dude, he could draw. I don't know. Justice League, The Second Coming, Chapter 1. Usually they'll tell you, like, I don't know, man. I'm going to have to reread this. Yeah, if you have any knowledge, man, let your boy know. Didn't want to get too in depth with some of these books, but like just looking at them, like, it's fantastic, man. Just gets me going. Oh, another Rebirth. Justice League of America. Great stuff. More Rebirth. The Ray. Yeah, I was totally, this Rebirth thing, yeah, I totally fell for the #1 issues on this. And you can tell, like, the Ray, I usually wouldn't even think about that. And even the Killer Cross, I think, or Killer Frost, I'm sorry. I think these are like just little one-shots. But you know what? I'm glad to have them in the collection. Oh, yeah, U.S. Avengers. Totally, you know, when they do things like that, it's pretty cool. I always get Oklahoma. That's my home state. I was born here. Yeah, it's cool to have Thor there. Here's my guy running with the devil. Bullseye #1. I believe this was one of maybe 4 or 5. It's a decent Bullseye story. I'd recommend it. Planet of the Apes, Green Lantern. Totally dig this cover. I bought this just because it's weird and it's a unique mixture, and it was pretty cool. You know, a Planet of the Ape can be a Green Lantern. Clone Conspiracy tie-ins. Yes, #5. Somebody snuck in. I wonder if there was a method to my madness when I did this, but I'll have to reevaluate. It's definitely not a 1. And then see, here's #6. Totally like this cover. That's good. That's why I got this for sure. And probably the 5. Now, these are 2 different ones. I can see how the 5 and the 6 made it, but there's something about the Prowler, and it could be, and this is going to sound weird, it could be the colors of the suit almost. Like, I'll become enamored with a character if the color scheme, like, just draws me in. Like, I'll give you an example. Mr. Miracle. For some reason, red, yellow, and green like resonate with me. Don't know why, but that's why Mr. Miracle's like, he's on the list. It's good stuff. Titans Annual. So yeah, I don't know if that counts as a #1, but it's good to have. What we have here, Weapon X. Looks like a Greg Land cover. Totally into Weapon X stuff. Pack and Land. Oh, totally cool. Oh, I totally love this. Past life. It's a 23. So, Lemire, great writer. I'll have to figure out why I put that in there, but love the cover. This may have been grouped in just because of the cover. Oh, yeah, it totally is. Get ready for a treat. Past Lives 24. I totally dug these covers. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, camera action. 21. So each one of these had a different, I don't know, version or costume. It's totally why I have them, man. Old Man Logan was cool too. Great run. Totally recommend that. Oh, and the movie was fantastic. That's probably the last X-Men movie that I totally enjoyed. Very powerful. If you haven't watched that, you need to watch it. Read the comic book too. Batman, I Am Bane. This is #20. So we're running into a lot that aren't 1s, but that's okay. we keep pressing on. It's interesting, like 16. You got David Finch. He was pretty hot back then, man. Like, great artist. Man, Catwoman, she be messing with our boy all the time. Yeah. So just stick along with the ride for me. I'll put a disclaimer on the thumbnail that there's more than ones. Anything with Psycho Pirate on it, I'll totally get it. For some reason, I like that villain too. All-Star Batman. Pretty decent run. Snyder. Yeah, I'm totally out of the ones, people. More All-Star. We'll keep this bad boy rolling. Another All-Star. Yeah. I think the ones just kind of made it in with some other stuff, but that's okay. You know, sometimes storage is finite, where it will get used up. Oh, I totally love this chainsaw cover. Batman with a chainsaw. Think about it. That's pretty gnarly. And we keep going. All-Star Batman. I really liked All-Star Batman. If you get anything from this, it's totally worth it. You got Snyder and Jock's artwork. It's very, I don't want to say minimalist, but I totally dig his work. 10. Yeah. So, Rebirth Batman made it in with a box labeled Reorg Ones. Yeah, there's our girl again. I don't know, man. What do you think? Catwoman or Talia? Who should he marry? Put it in the comments. Geiger, number 1. This one will probably get somebody going. This was when it was Mad Ghost. I bought it to check it out. I thought that's kind of cool. Love skulls, love nuclear explosions, the way they look. And it really was just kind of checking something new out. And he's still going. Boom, issue 1, Batman, black and white. Capullo, totally cool. You know, these black, white, and reds and stuff like that, sometimes they'll deliver something really cool. So they're worth a check out. The Last Crusade, Dark Knight Returns. I don't think this is a, wow, that tape. They have like 2 painter's tape, and this lighter colored, I really am not a fan of it. Because, I mean, it comes off easy, but I like a little sturdiness. You know, everyone's got their preferences. It's all good, man. It's cool. Let's check this out, man. Let's see what your boy did. This is wolves, sheep. What's the difference? Love stuff like that. I don't know. Based on the Dark Knight Returns. Like, is this? I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but man, Frank Miller and wow, pencils, Romita Jr. Like, come on, people. Like, even if it's not a 1, like, I'm finding some stuff. Your boy is liking these little short box shuffles. Totally dig it, man. Hope you're digging it too. Batman, the Joker, Warzone. This is totally cool. That's a 1. These last 3 are money. Yeah, this cover is fantastic. You know, you just sit there. You know it's a good cover when you just sit there in silence for a second or two. Just take it in. This is actually a 1, 2, 3. It is our boy, the 3 Jokers. Totally love these covers. I have the card for each one. which is cool. So yeah, this was it was kind of a mind screw for me because they really did represent, like, there is like three flavors of the Joker, you know, the comedian, what is it, the serial killer, the comedian, and the other one, like, those are like personas of the Joker. And a lot of people thought it was like a multiverse thing, but really what it turned out to be was, and correct me if I'm wrong, it turned out to be the Joker just turned two other people into Jokers. And in the story, he tries, I think he's poisoning the water to turn everybody into Jokers or create more. But yeah, there you go. Short box shuffle. The intention was all ones, but hey, didn't quite work out that way. But you know what, man? You guys were worth the time and effort, and I got some homework. Outro.